All right, everybody, here we are. It is me, Gregory Mannarino. And it's just going to be another lovely day. It's always lovely. Remember that. So, Tuesday, December 29, 2020. Here's the story. Stock futures are higher across the board. What does it mean? New record highs for this market right at the open. Okay. This is not going to stop. Of course, the market's going to waver around. The trajectory here is higher. And for my lions out here, our last trade, to say the least, is killing it. Absolutely killing it. And as I have said to all of you for the longest time, I will never let you down. That's the truth. All right. So we got a market here poised for new record highs. Let's see how it plays out throughout the day. Like I said, this market is going to go much higher from here, period, the end. Of course, I would welcome a pullback. Will we get one? Who knows? All I do know is we're getting another $1 trillion in debt. At least $1 trillion. I mean, we're going to get another installment and another installment after that. Speaking of debt, okay, so the House did pass, I mean, no surprise, a resolution to increase these checks from 600 to 2,000. It's now going to the Senate. It's in the hands of the GOP right now. We'll see how that plays out. All interesting. You got to admit, we are living in very, very interesting times here, people. And what can we expect? Like I've been outlining for you since literally time immemorial, massive debt expansion, massive debt acquisition. It's not by accident. This is to allow the Federal Reserve to finish what they started over a century ago, to be the lender and buyer of last resort, to own it all. And it's pretty sad. All right, so anyway, with that said, let's talk about a few other things. Cryptocurrencies right now, well, Bitcoin is around 27,000. Most of the large cryptos are under pressure. Ripple is under a lot of pressure. Coinbase is not going to allow trading, at least for now, of Ripple, and that's hitting it. Okay, we'll see how it plays out moving forward. Look, I've explained to you, why do you think that I own pretty much all of the major cryptocurrencies? Because it eliminates risk, or you can eliminate, you can never eliminate risk, but it minimizes risk of holding a single cryptocurrency. In this particular case, you have to be spread out. Okay, if you have my new book, and I want to thank those of you who have already picked it up. I mean, a lot of copies sold already. A Not So Random Walk on Wall Street. There is a link in the description of this video. I covered cryptocurrencies here. I covered everything in that book. Options, how to trade them, gold, silver, where we're going, the markets, sectors, you name it. Everything I know pretty much is in that book. Anyway, let's move forward here. So market poised for new record highs at the open. Crypto's under some pressure. Bitcoin 27,000, going much higher. We all know that. Again, look. With regard to cryptocurrencies, you have to understand they're volatile because they are relatively thinly traded. So you're going to get big moves. And with regard to Ripple, I have no idea what's going to end up happening with it. I still own it. I'm not selling it right now. Maybe it'll go to zero. Oh, well, you know, that's life as a speculator. That's what you do, okay? Sometimes you get it right. And once in a while you get it wrong. I don't know where this is going right now. But like I said, I'm not closing my position here. Anyway, let's move forward here. Dollar is getting hit right now. Gold and silver are slightly higher. You got crude oil getting bid higher. Wow. And you got the 10-year yield 0.94. So this should set the stage for you. We have a weaker dollar. We got a 10-year yield 0.94 and crude getting bid higher. That's the Goldilocks scenario for the market. Henceforth, you know, why you're seeing futures higher across the board. And then we'll see what happens here with regard to Congress and economic news. Remember how this works. The worse the economic news is, the faster the economy crashes, the higher the stock market will go. We have a Federal Reserve with its foot to the floor buying everything. Dollar swaps, dollarizing the world, doing everything they can to keep the dollar under pressure, keep rates suppressed till at least 2023. You know the scenario. I cover it all the time, and it just allows you to understand what you should be doing here. It's so simple. If you're a trader in this market, this is it. It doesn't get any better for you. That's the truth. If you're a stacker, you keep on stacking. If you're someone that holds cryptos, you keep buying them. It can't be easier. We understand the mechanism here. The charade, the theater that's going on in Washington, the distractions, the misinformation, the propaganda, the trolls out here I mean, they're paid. A lot of these trolls are paid shills. So be very careful. And a lot of these YouTube channels that are pushing an agenda that is just not true, blatantly false, they're being paid to do it. To me, no one can possibly pay me enough to shill, to go out here and spin it a lie. I'd rather just drop dead. That's the truth. It ain't happening. It's just not happening. Anyway, with that said, people, this guy here loves you a lot. I hope you got something out of this video. Please share it. Get it out there. And just one more time, a huge shout out to those of you that just picked up my brand new book, A Not So Random Walk on Wall Street. And let me say this, if you're one of my lions, if you are anyone that wants to trade this market or learn how it works, if you do not have a copy of my book, again, there is a link in the description of this video. You are losing out. There's not a single trading book out there today that has the information I have in my book. I can promise you that. All right, out of here. Love you a lot. See you later.